afternoon. How are you doing? I'll wait for you to respond because it would have been rude if I just like jumped in and started talking immediately after I asked that question, because then it would have been completely transparent that I can't hear you and that I'm recording a video. So I'm not actually being an asshole about it, but how was your day? Oh my god. That is crazy. That's a wacky day that you're having, my friend. My day has been nice. Not too bad thus far. Catching a bit of a cold, not that that's really relevant to your day, or you really need to know that, but I did come to the all too real conclusion today that while not having a job is awesome, it also makes my parents think I'm a drug dealer. And I'm not a drug dealer. I mean, look at me. I'd be an adorable drug dealer. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not. I don't have any money. But what my parents seem to very quickly forget is that I did have a very secure job for an extended period of time, and it's not like I just threw caution to the wind and quit my job because I don't even care about real life. I don't even care. I don't even care about society's version of real life. I'm just gonna do it. Do whatever it is. And it is my dreams, and I'm doing that. So, what I mean to say is that I had a little bit of money saved up, and that money is now starting to run out because I had other plans. My plan was at the end of the summer to move up to New York, but that was lofty. That was a little over eager, a little horse before cart, or actually that's the right order. So. Okay, not that. The cart before the horse is what I meant to say. And furthermore, I think that if I want to move, that I really need to be a bit more patient about that and wait for whatever. So anyways, I came to the conclusion that I need to get a job. And wouldn't you know it, there is a brand new comedy club opening up in DC. Yeah, well, the problem is that I've tried to get a hold of these people and they have not gotten back to me. Even though in my mind I'm like, oh my gosh, this would be perfect. I could work at a comedy club and I could sling drinks and listen to jokes and all would be well. But again, I'm having a little bit of difficulty gaining their attention. So I decided I'm gonna write them a letter and hand deliver it. I know, it's crazy. It seems like this might be a little bit too creative for the old Ash Dome. Just dropping off a letter. Sounds simple, right? Oh, my friends, if you think it's simple, then you don't know me! Of course it's not simple. There's a very clever message hidden within the walls of that envelope. Yeah. Goes a little something like this. As you no doubt can tell by this hand-delivered message, I've taken to the streets in support of Riot Act's grand opening. Northern Virginia could no longer contain my enthusiasm, and I had no choice but to march on the streets of DC. I felt it was my duty to alert the public that finally, at long last, a cool, hip, uber comedy club was opening in the nation's capital. At one point in the rally, my fellow man lifted me up and placed me atop a minivan. I shouted at the crowd, "On the evening of August 11th, the meteor shower paints a magnificent backdrop for the real star of the show, Riot Act Comedy Club!" Thunderous applause from the laugh-hungry crowd. I wish you all could have seen it. The march drew the attention of thousands. At the sight of so many strangers coming together for comedy, Congress put aside their re-election campaigns and balanced our budget. It was a beautiful moment. A moment I'd like to recreate every night inside the walls of Riot Act. In hopes you all were looking for dedicated staff members to join the gaggle of silly geese who already call the club home, I've included a copy of my resume. Thank you for your time, Ashley Linder. It's also worth noting, the paper, really bold and dynamic, right? I don't want to say best letter ever, but I do want to say could be misconstrued as the creepiest stalker-like message ever to, for all intents and purposes, a building that is not open. The club is not open, and I'm begging with these people to get me a job. All right, off we go! So you want to know how it went? You're a nosy little motherfucker there, aren't you? Huh? Actually, I bet you didn't fuck my mother, so I should probably stop calling you that. I parked parked, and I gave myself a half hour on the parking meter because I know my anxious ass would do laps prior to getting in there because I was just too nervous. So the reason why I wrote the letter was that way I can just walk up there, drop it off, easy peasy, don't have to actually speak with anyone, because I knew if they read the letter aloud that they would think I was a little bit crazy. Or adorably hilarious. I don't know. Could have gone one of two ways. One woman did read it and came out and didn't realize that I was the one who penned the letter and was like, this girl is either crazy or a genius. And I responded with, it was me, and I assure you, I'm hilarious. She didn't laugh. She didn't chuckle at that at all. So I was a bit concerned that perhaps that meant that she would not want to employ me at her business. That wasn't the case. Turns out they are looking for people. And guess who got a job? Yeah, that's right. So the next time you're visiting DC and you want to know where to go, right in the heart of it all, Penn Quarter, the dime piece of Penn Quarter, none other than the Riot Act Comedy Club. Come on in. I'll be standing at the front door smiling at you, fondling your wallet, trying to... I won't fondle your wallet. Actually, this is not a good commercial for the show. Whatever, I got the job. Motherfuckers! I know, it's so annoying. That's why I'm single.
Bruised ribs and rips on side jeans. Baby, she's a wild thing.
Right on the tip.